Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. It's me again, Eden. My friends call me Eden. My mom calls me Doris. Angels are looking at me here, calls me Mom. Karibu, karibu, karibu to the fragrance of Eden. This podcast was birthed during a time of grief. And I want to always dedicate this podcast to my son who left the earth this year in January and realms in the realms of heaven. His name is Prince Favor Baraka, one of the most beautiful, and the most captivating, the most healing, transformative people I have ever met in my life. And what a beautiful life. What a beautiful life. And what a sad story for me, but a beautiful next phase of his life as he begins to do what God has prompted him to do and what is for him to do in heaven. So my podcast today what I want to speak about and what I feel led to speak about is about the womb of Delilah. The womb of Delilah. It's very interesting that the womb of Delilah is something that I never ever thought about until some few days ago when the Lord began to minister to me about the womb of Delilah. And we all know the Samson and Delilah story that is in Judges. The Samson and Delilah story that is in the book of Judges. And the deceit, the betrayal, the manipulation, the love bombing, and what transpired between Delilah and Samson and where we ended up at. I saw a story today that was very that has really affected me, of a young man in the newspaper, a surgeon, and his beautiful wife and their family. And the Lord said something very powerful to me. And I was like, whoa. I hadn't really caught up with what was happening. Sometimes you see images, you see stories, you see reflections, and you're not really. And it's later on in the afternoon that I really caught up and got a read of everything that was happening in this beautiful family that had a sad and a catastrophic end to it. And one of the things that men ought to know, I'm a mother to 3 young men, one who has ascended into heaven. It still makes me a mother. My womb is a powerful womb. Any womb that has gotten children, whether living or they are not living, whether they left before they came to the realm of the earth, the womb has memories. The womb is it's a heavenly technology. So what I want to speak about is that our young men, our middle-aged men, our spouses, males in our families must begin to discern, must begin to vet, must understand the transaction of our womb. When I speak about a womb, I am not speaking about a device. The womb is the centerpiece of a woman. Apart from her beauty, her character, her virtue, her grace, her motherhood, her career, her calling, the womb is the centerpiece of a woman. How is the womb the centerpiece of the woman? The womb is the centerpiece of the woman by, thank you very much. That is my producer, Masai. Beautiful work, beautiful, beautiful work. You can follow him I'll have his credits down there. How is the womb the centerpiece of the woman? I said in my last podcast about wombs, the things that transacted with the fallen angels, the demons, was the wombs. That is why the angels had to procreate to continue their lineage because of the womb. You understand? So as much as we are vetting and looking at women, and as much as women are before the throne of a man's glory, because men carry thrones. Men carry thrones. And as much as we come before them, as much as we have trained our young men how to pray, how to understand, how to discern, how to ask what you bring to the table, or even if you don't have to ask, you can look at what someone is programmed to bring to the table. Just as us women look at men for the same. Until our men learn to pray and understand and have the revelation of the currency that the womb is carrying, we are going to see amputation of destinies. Like that story that I read today. Amputation of destinies. Betrayal. Deceit. Why? Because you have prepared your young son to go out to the marketplace. You have invested in his education. You have invested in his life. You have invested in his education, his life, his career choices, everything about him. And you have released him to the world. And he is unable to discern the transaction that he is making when he meets a woman. As soon as he meets a woman, the discernment of this man should be, what is the currency of the womb? What is the currency of the womb? What currency is the womb carrying? So when I bring in the currency of the womb of Delilah, deceit should come into your mind. The amputation of destinies should come into your mind. Death, deception, programming, infiltration, masquerading, theft from person, betrayal, organized crime. Because Delilah does not walk alone. Neither does she walk alone. Delilah is programmed from her background. People might confuse Delilah with Jezebel. These are two different currencies. These are two different wombs. Two different currencies. Delilah does not work alone. Delilah is a community initiative backed through family background, programmed and trained through deception to infiltrate, to sabotage, to snuff, to eat a pestilence. So the era We cannot say there is error in the men. We cannot say there is error in the woman. The error is onto your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. The word of God said, such a matter. It is the king's work to search out a matter. Have you done your due diligence? Have you prayed? Have you sought? Have you looked for answers? Have you asked God? What is your understanding of Delilah, the womb of Delilah? If the womb of Delilah is presented to you, of course we work with different people. What kind of transactions do they carry? Why would a young man in the prime of his career, and I am in reference to nobody here, please don't quote me wrong, in the prime of his career, in the architectural point of his career, he has different doorways, A, B, C, D. This places him 5-10 years down the line in different places, career-wise, family-wise, project-wise, managerial-wise, investment-wise. Be amputated at such a place as this. Dysfunctionalness. Are we coming? I'm walking through my dysfunctionability, but are we able to correct the dysfunctionalness of our backgrounds? Are we able to correct the trauma? Because every time Delilah is in place, it means there is a strong man. A man with a gift, a man with a future, a man with promise, a man with goals, a man with objectives, a man who God has ordained and spoken to. That is the attraction of Delilah. That is the place of Delilah to step into play. Are you able to discern Delilah? Are you able to understand that the Philistines are upon you by proxy of Delilah? That the Philistines are upon you by proxy of Delilah? Are you able to understand that I'm lying in a bed of deceit, that I'm lying in a bed of manipulation, that I'm lying in a bed of sabotage, I'm lying in a bed of dysfunction? Like something is looking. Why is the subject of my love seeking to siphon what is my strength, what is my power, what is my place of authority? What is my place of understanding? We have normalized dysfunctionalness in our lives. How have we normalized being dysfunctional? By covering our dysfunctionalness with other people. There is nothing wrong with being dysfunctional. Everything is wrong with when we do not come to the place of accountability and say we are dysfunctional in this place. Because this is the way we were programmed. And I came to learn that the programming that I carry is not correct. Correct me this way. Can we normalize therapy? Can we normalize speaking openly about healing a dimension of us that was put in by our parents or by the people who brought us up? And can we just normalize looking for help? Can we normalize walking away? I want to shout that again, louder, to my audience. Young man sitting right across me. Star. Can you normalize walking away? Dominion. Can you normalize walking away? Can you normalize taking some time off? Can you normalize what your intuition is telling you? This is abuse. It is monetary abuse. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is unhealthy. This is unwarranted. Her anger, his anger, is not from me. This person has issues outside me that they are trying to heal through me. The womb of Delilah does not give you a get-out plan. The womb of Delilah does not allow you to re-strategize. The womb of Delilah goes for you at your strongest, to hold you at your most weakest, at your most vulnerable, to completely corrupt you, to isolate you, to leave you incompetent. The womb of Delilah completely goes into your system, downloads everything that you carry, your intelligence, your gifts, your favor, your glory, your assignment, and everything that is written out for you as a covenant to you. Historically, generationally, in every aspect of your being. Ancestral-wise, it downloads everything that is you. It downloads everything that is you. And hands it over to the people who are poor. This is a contract on Delilah. The contract is on her. She has a contract. She has a system that has programmed her to come for you, to go for you. It is a paid contract. The Bible speaks about in Judges 16, is it 16? It speaks about a prostitute. This is a lease. It is a contract that is upon your head. So I, as a mother to young men, I, as a mother, a sister, an auntie, a friend to young men, do you do your due diligence when buying a car? Do you do your due diligence when you're choosing an investment plan? What money market? Which bond to buy? Where to buy your house and pay a mortgage for 18 years? What is the interest? Which bank is best for your car loan? Where to put your security? Which insurance offers you the best deal? Why will you not take your time and do your due diligence on the womb that carries your destiny? How does the womb carry your destiny? It carries your destiny by sex is a covenant. There is no casual sex, young men. Hallelujah. There is no casual sex. The covenant of God stands. That person you are with, There's no girlfriend. There's no boyfriend. There's none. So by virtue of being in contact covenantally, sexually, relationship-wise, in every other aspect with any woman, any womb, everything that you carry, the technology that is inside you, the wiring, the software, the system, the DNA, your genealogy, your gifts, not for short time, long time, generationally, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 generation. During that place of intimacy and vulnerability, the womb is open to download you. Oh, yes. I know you'll say no. Let's go back on my topic on wombs. Haggai had a contract. She downloaded Abraham. That was not part of the contract. Bathsheba was someone else's wife. She delivered the covenant son of David. I could go into Hannah. You need to watch my other videos on that. Let me tell you something. That is the covenant that you're playing with. Your software is in the hands of Delilah. Your software is in the hands of Delilah. Delilah does not come to play. Delilah does not come to joke. Delilah does not come to symphony like other wombs. Delilah does not come to train. Delilah does not come to play house and make babies and abuse you and come back, abuse you and come back. Delilah is the finisher. Delilah is contractual. Delilah plays long game. Delilah is not looking for family. No. Delilah and a paid sniper are on the same range. It's just that Delilah does not use a gun. She uses your software to infiltrate and finish you. So today, I feel the need to reach out and ask you what womb, what technology, what is your discernment? What game are you playing? What's the name of the womb that you're playing with? Who is carrying your DNA? Who have you released yourself and your intelligence to, your virtue, your transactions, and everything that has been handed over to you by your father through the labor of his life? If you can choose a car, if you speak to a young man right now and say to the young man, hi, what car? What car would you like? Let me ask my producer. What car? Your car of choice?
A Land Rover.
A Land Rover.
Yeah.
Why not Isuzu?
Preference.
Preference.
Yeah.
So is that the same preference with a womb? So I'm just saying it to you out loud. Yeah. Yes. Mm. Someone else will say a Mercedes. Oh, you can't speak up. Say it. They can't see you.
Porsche.
A Porsche. Why not a Peugeot? You're whispering why?
Preference.
Preference. Yes. So These are young men here who are very shy. Why? What is the car of my choice? I'm not good with cars. I'm not good with cars. But I like big cars, spacious cars. A G-Wagon. So if you're able to choose a car, if I ask a young man, where would you like to settle in the future, 5 years from today, 10 years from today, where would you choose as your place of residence?
In the suburbs.
In the suburbs.
Anyway, in the suburbs, yeah.
Suburbs.
Yeah.
In Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah.
Me, in a farm. In a farm. I like a farm. I like a farm away from people. Just away somewhere where I can drive into town, do a few things, do my shopping, do everything I need, banking, everything, have coffee. Not very far away, but somewhere I can drive and have my favorite coffee. And drive home with some. Yes. And then you're going to say again, preference. You do your due diligence buying a car, you search the car, you search the land, you search the title deed, you search the school for your children, you search the place of work you're getting employed in, you search all these things. You do not do a spiritual search on the womb. The woman and the womb are two different technologies. The woman is the being. The womb is the technology. And let me say something very, however you want to take it. If you want to know where the difference between 2-3 women come into a man's life and they bring out different results, it is where the technology of the womb is involved. One man, 3 different women, and the man is stuck with the second woman. No offense to the first woman or wife, but something about him is magnetized by the second woman. To the point he thinks, let me do a third one to water down her magnetization, her currency. Because the womb carries currencies. It is a technology. So the currency is the womb, is the determining factor here. So that's why I keep saying the woman is different. The woman is made as just a beautiful person that we see, character, everything in her, prayer, motherhood, server, lover of home, career person. They have other plans, but the womb is the technology and the currency carrier. The exchange rate of the yen is not the same as the Kenyan shilling. Neither is the naira. Neither is the cedis from Ghana. Neither is the dollar the same as the Kenyan shilling. Each carries a different currency. Neither is gold, the exchange rate of gold to shillings or to dollars. So why will we not see and check out the currency of the womb? Thank you very much for having me. It's beautiful, beautiful having you and having my silent audience here. And I hope to hear from you. This is Delilah's womb. The womb of deceit, the womb that doesn't give you. You should not confuse this with the Jezebelic womb. That would be, this is a very different kind of womb. This is a very different kind of womb. The transactions of wombs are lethal. This is what changes everything and shifts everything. I'm so glad to have you with me. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. I am waiting to hear from you, and God bless you and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Amen.